Welcome back to HV the Life Coach. I'm HV, aka Emmanuel Vega, and this is the platform where we talk about how to change our mindsets from victim-me to victory, because I don't believe in anything limiting us in our life other than our mindset. They say the sky's the limit, well, we can go past it. So I'm HV the Life Coach, and this month's vision, or this month's theme, I spoiled it, it's actually vision, right? And so our theme for this month of January is vision, because every single new year we like to set the intention, the vision, the mindset, what we're going to aim for, what our target is, what our finish line looks like at the beginning of the year. My mentor always used to tell me, begin with the end in mind, right? Why? Because we want to cross that finish line. So within this month, we're going to be focusing on vision. And our first theme for this month of vision is going into solitude and the benefits that come with solitude. So follow me. Going into solitude does one of many things, right? And one of the first things it could do is it removes distractions. When you look left and when you look right, you distract yourself from your purpose. When you have blinders on, like a horse does in a race though, you don't look left and you don't look right. You focus on what's ahead of you, right in front of you. And when you do that, when you focus on what's in front of you, you don't worry about what's behind you, what's to the left of you, to the right of you. You're focused on the goal. When you throw something at a target, you should focus exactly where you want to throw it at and just... Because if you look anywhere else, you're going to throw off your body's natural mechanism to move in that direction. There's a thing called hand-eye coordination, right? There's a thing called hand-eye coordination. If you're an athlete, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Energy goes where focus goes. So if I'm focused in this direction on the distractions, guess what's going to happen with my energy? It's going to be distracted. If I can only fill up the cup of purpose or distraction, and I'm focused on what? Distraction, guess what my cup's gonna be filled with? Distraction. And so I'm only saying that to emphasize the point. At the end of the day, what you put your focus on will expand in life, right? So guard your focus like a heavily armed fortress. Make sure that all the prized jewels inside of your mind are safe and guarded because you're protecting yourself. There's 5 pillars of defense. There's your senses. Our senses are literally our gateways. They're the pillars to our threshold of our being through our mind. And people literally can change or pervert them simply by interrupting what our focus is. That's it. So you have to be at the forefront of the driving wheel. You have to be at the gate, guarded with guns and knives and whatever the hell that you gotta have. You have to be at the forefront of your mind, making sure that there's no one there distracting you or interrupting you from doing what it is you have to do and focusing on your purpose. So the one thing that solitude does is it brings a huge awareness to what your focus is, and it removes you from your distractions. Now that you're removed from your distractions, the next thing that being in solitude does is it helps you listen internally. There's an inner G. There's an inner self. There's an inner you. There's an inner spirit from God. Whatever higher power you want to believe in, there's an inner spirit within you, right? Am I wrong? And if I'm wrong, whatever, you don't have to believe it, cool. But there's something internally guiding you, and that's not a lie, right? It's who you are. It speaks to you, it calls to you, and you hear it all the time. Your emotions, right? When something is upsetting you, it's telling you, I don't like this. When something's making you sad, it's telling you, this is unhappy, I'm overwhelmed, I'm bothered. When something is anxious for you, you're like, that's too much, I can't do it, I can't take it anymore. That's more overwhelmed, right? When you're having these experiences of emotions, what's going on? Your body is telling you something is in alignment with you or something is not in alignment with you. A lot of times we don't want to listen because we're blinded by distractions. But when we're in solitude, we're in a place where we have nothing but our thoughts and our emotions, our memories and our imagination. But we also have the present moment. And a lot of us are so blinded by our memories and so blinded by imagination that we have these trickling feelings that are beginning to make us feel depressed or making us feel anxious. And I'm not saying that there's not a huge stigma or an actual doctrine behind depression and anxiety. I believe that there's a lot of people that definitely need the services that are provided within mental health care. I do believe a lot of people are self-diagnosing themselves in ways that are unnecessary because they don't take time to actually listen to their own being, right? They go to jobs that they don't like. They go to environments they don't enjoy. They hang around friends that don't uplift them, don't speak life into them. They're with partners that bring them down and make them feel like shit. At the end of the day, people have a choice to either act on these emotions or allow these emotions to dictate their lives, right? Every single day you have a choice of how you think, how you feel, how you behave. It's up to you. You have the gateway, the key, the door is all always open. All you gotta do is walk through. You have a path either this way, keep doing the same things that are repetitive, or a path this way, do something new, right? Albert Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. So what are you gonna do for real? Like Lion King said it, the past can't hurt, but we could either run from it or learn from it. Remember my man Rafiki from Lion King? He said that. And that was so so powerful, right? Because at the end of the day and beginning of the day, we always have a choice. Our mindset dictates how we're gonna go, how we're gonna flow, what we're gonna do, right? Whatever we have resistance to, that means it's something that's not within alignment with our spirit. Let it flow. Let it go and let it flow, right? You ever heard that phrase, let go and let God? Well, let it go and let it flow. That's it. And so when you're listening to your internal being, right, your emotions, there's also things that tell you intuitively what to do, where to go, how to be, how to speak. Intuitively. And last but not least, another skill that you develop in solitude is recognizing the connection you have with yourself and or your higher power, right? So when you're by yourself, you realize a lot of your own strength, a lot of your own respect, the things you're willing to take, the things you're not willing to take. When you're in a relationship, you're tested on the things you discover within yourself by yourself, right? So let's say that you say, this is who I am when you're by yourself. Now you're in a relationship and this person tests that. Are you really who you say you are? Do you really do the things you say you do? Right? Because it's not about what you say you do. It's about what you actually do. And when you're by yourself in solitude, you can recognize that voice, that inner self, that inner connection of what you truly desire, what you truly want to do, what you truly want to be, right? What do you want to become? A lot of self-help techniques are really just about who you are, who you choose to be, what you decide, how you feel, right? It's about being and becoming. What you've been, who you're being, and what you are willing to become. What you're willing to give up in order to go after that. It's your choice. And somebody just walks you through it. But a lot of times you don't need that because you have that connection with self. Now people are like, okay, well, why are you giving up this secret if you're a life coach? Listen, I'm not here to develop anything other than a connection with you for you, right? It's a connection you have with yourself. I'm here to help guide that, help transform that. It's a beautiful journey. Sometimes it's scary, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's things you don't want to do and tackle on, but the truth will set you free, right? Facing your shadow so you could find the light is amazing. It's illuminating, no pun intended. Definitely intended. Let's take that back. It's definitely intended, right? It's an illumination to your own spirit, your own being. And a lot of times people aren't ready for that, but that's fine. They don't have to be. Shine your light anyways. You are beautiful, you are divine, and you are meant to be. Realize that connection with yourself, the powers that you have, the gifts that you have, the talents that you have, the things you were bestowed upon with, that you're able to share with the world naturally, right? Be that beautiful person that you are, because there's only one of you. Remove that finger. There's only one of you. There's only one of you. And we're so happy to have you. So, those are the 3 things that I feel like you find in solitude that are most impactful and special and things that are most transformative for you, right? At least they were for me, and I hope that they are for you. You let me know in the comments down below. If you like this, share this video with your friends, subscribe, and as always, stay blessed and stay beautiful. I'll make you a life coach.